John and Thady Gosden will be duly represented in the Betfred Derby with Damysus and Nightwalker, who we've seen out on the track this morning. They were 2nd and 5th at York. Thady, how have they been since then? How did they come out of the race?
Yeah, both ran it very well. They're both doing their best work late on. Fred Derby didn't have properly hard races, and they've come out of it in great order. Both moving good, both full of themselves, and seem to have woken up. Seems a little more alert from it. Obviously they're still relatively inexperienced horses. But they've definitely taken a step forward for that.
Is that the preferred route you like to take as a team? Obviously Golden Horn, Benny the Dip, both won the Dante en route to winning the Derby. Is that the preferred route that you like to go, or is it just how the season happens?
There's of course there's lots of different directions you can take them in. Richard Hannon a couple of years ago came here with a maiden winner in the second, so there's no set course, that's for sure. But of the Derby trials, the Dante generally seems to be the one of the most depth, and of course York's a fantastic track and it doesn't leave a lot of questions unanswered.
Did either of them surprise you? I don't know how you rank them against each other going into the race, and has that changed coming out the other side of it?
Physically they're slightly different types, they show slightly different things, but we always like them and always hope there'll be horses that could come in this direction. What
would be, let's say Damysus first, what would be his biggest strength when looking in reference to the Derby?
He's an interesting one because he's a little neater than the other horse. He's pretty together. He's got a great temperament. I mean, he came out here today. It's his first time, obviously, first look at the place. He's a sort of intelligent horse. He takes everything in. He's inquisitive, but he doesn't worry about it. He's also, he's got plenty of natural speed about him, and you'd like to think, well, he handled it very well this morning, and going up a notch in speed, you'd like to think he'd handle that too.
And Nightwalker?
Nightwalker, again, he's sort of a similar horse. We also inherited him at the start of this year from Sir Michael Stout, but he's he's really matured well. He's growing into a strong, very robust colt, and also I think he'll stay the trip. Very surprised we didn't, but he's got hopefully the speed for it too.
Has his training been any different as a result of you not having him as a 2-year-old? Does that mean potentially there's more to find out about him?
Well, a little bit. Obviously, it's a big change from 2 to 3. He ran some nice races last year, showed he had the ability. And then you're sort of starting fresh with them when they come in. Like you say, with your 2-year-olds turning 3, you've had a lot of time to work them out and get to know them. With a horse just coming in, you can sort of garner enough from their races, and so Michael trained next door to us, so you'd see him out on Warren Hill a little bit too, and he's an easy horse to recognise.
Yes.
So it's a little bit there, but of course we're always learning about them. But he's really taking a good step forward this year.
And out on the track this morning, is that intense for them, or is it more about them having a look at the track? How does it stack up to their work at home?
In terms of work, it's it wouldn't be miles off. They've done a nice half speed from the top out of mile 1, around and down the bend. Of course, Tattenham Corner is quite a unique. We can't really emulate that anywhere back in Newmarket. So having a feel of that, and they quickened up in the straight when they joined. But it's just a nice bit of bridle work. Nothing too strenuous. It's more sort of coming here, having a look at the the facilities for them, going on the track, having a feel of it. As we know, it's a very unique track. And just trying to have a positive experience with them.
Would there be much more to do in terms of their fitness between now and the race?
Not a huge amount. Obviously, they're both around at York. There's a couple, a little bit, but definitely wouldn't want to overdo them.
Thanks, Eddie.
Pleasure.